All right, Mikey, go ahead.
Warning, the following content is not meant for anyone under the age of 18, unless you're okay with your kids hearing swear words and they're teenagers and not like 3 years old or something, in which case I guess that's fine. You're the parent, not me. Anyway, we have opinions. They're loud, obnoxious, a little fat. Okay, maybe those are just my opinions. But at least though they are opinions and not facts. Yeah, that. Uh anyway.
What's going on, guys? My name is Jordan. We got Ridge. We've got
Rich is
Ridge.
dead.
Well, this got awkwardly silent.
We were waiting on you.
Hope we didn't have a cutout.
I did the thing.
I think we cut out.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Well,
Hello?
No,
are we?
I can see.
Are we live? We're live. We have 3 people in here watching us right now. It was just very awkwardly silent, guys.
I don't
As far
know
as I know, we're still going. We're good. We're good. Just go in. We're live. We're still live, Slater.
No, I've been sitting here talking the whole time.
As far as I know, we're still live, bud.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you just fine and dandy, and we are live.
Yeah.
No, what's going on? Because I've been talking the whole time.
Well,
And my internet.
I don't know neither.
So.
Did you have us on mute?
No.
Okay, well, we've had an awkward start. But anyways, welcome in, everyone, to those who are watching, and, you know, everything as we get settled back in. This is Far Side of the Pod. We have our host with us, as always, Slater. Slater, hello.
Hi.
You got Ridge, that's me. Hi, hello. We got Mikey.
I do the intro and stuff.
And then Caleb.
Double egg.
And fair warning for those who are curious as to what the extra little sounds are. I believe that Caleb is watching football in the background, which, you know, that happens around this time of the year. Anyways, I'm going to hand it back over to Slater now.
Yeah.
Slater, what you got for us, bud?
That's going to suck because y'all going to probably hear my side of all this. And when everybody couldn't hear me, you're just going to hear me be like, what the fuck?
There's no telling what just took place, but, you know, we had a moment of awkwardness. Yeah. And that's what happens whenever we do these things in a not so professional fashion. And
yeah.
I mean, that's in our description, is that we're not professionals. This is not edited. You're coming into this live, raw. So yeah.
I mean, look, from my point of view, I did the intro like I normally do. I try to make it a little funny, or at least uncomfortable in a funny way, which was my attempt this time. And then Jordan said, "Hi, welcome. My name is, my name is Jordan." Then we got Ridge, and then there was just silence. He didn't say a word, nothing.
Oh, I was like,
I didn't even hear him starting the welcome.
Yeah, I heard all of it, everything. I was here with it. I was rocking with it. Nothing. I heard it too.
Well, it might have been on my end where the fuck up happened. Either way, this is what happens whenever we're gone for more than a week, I guess, is we have fuck ups on occasions. Oh well. Hopefully we can get all situated for the end.
Yeah.
All
right.
So back to main topics.
So first topic of the day, we're going to talk about college football because we've missed some shit over the last couple of days, and yeah. So how about Ridge? We'll let you start with yourself because I feel like at least 3 of us has got a lot of shit to say.
I've got a lot of shit to say too, but if we're going to start with me, I guess I'll talk about the Gators for a second. Yep. said I was going to talk, and now I'm sitting here in silence. It's hard to figure out what I want to say properly. Because if you've seen the Florida Gators play football here recently, the only win we have is against Long Island, and it's Long Island, right? After that, we've lost to South Florida, and we've lost now to LSU. And our plays that we have ran have looked like shit. The quarterback that was supposed to be this great savior, that had potential to be apparently this first round in the draft quarterback, is no longer seeming like that. He's not playing like a first round NFL talent. He's not playing like a Heisman talent. Ever since he's been injured, I don't know if it's just the pressure's getting to him or what, but he's not playing good. Also, our coaching is god awful right now. Billy Napier is looking like he's coaching high school or coaching elementary school. It's just not working out. And I've sat here last week, whenever we lost, thought, okay, maybe I'm going to hold out hope. But even after this week, my hope has just dwindled in Billy. And so if I had to pick a time that I'd want him gone, I'm going to give him next weekend's game, because it's against Miami again. And after he loses to Miami, that's what I'm thinking, is that we'll lose to Miami. And if we lose to Miami after that, that's when we need to fire him. Because that'll be 2 losses to in-state rival. And it's just going to get worse from here. We have no easy games left on the schedule. I think the only other quote-unquote easy game left is Kentucky. And that says a whole lot. So I don't know. We'll see moving forward. I'm not confident at all. I got a list of different guys. I'm not going to go through the list tonight. I thought about it, but that's just going to take even more time. But I've made a list of 10 dudes. I can tell you one of them is the head coach for BYU, because he's looking really good. He looked good last season, and he's looking good now. So he's a name out there. But I'm not looking at Josh Gruden, and I'm not looking at Lane Kiffin to be names, to be head coaches for us. I'm looking more so at either smaller school head coaches like BYU, or, offensive or defensive coordinators taking over that job. I don't know. I'm at a loss of words, really, whenever it comes to Florida. I'm still going to root for the boys, because, that's what you got to do as a fan, right?
Yeah.
Y'all know it all too well, of having been a great program. All of a sudden, you go years of being shit, and now you're back at the top, right? I mean, it just comes with the woes of college football, and you just got to stay with your team. I can't blame it on these kids, man. It's none of the kids' faults out there. It's the coach's fault. They're not putting the best 11 out on the field, especially whenever it comes to offensive side. Offensive side looks like trash. Defense looks like they're playing to, like, we should be 3-0. But our offense is looking like trash. We don't have our best quarterback out there. We don't have our best guys playing every down like we should be. And I'm blaming Billy for that. And I have no faith in him turning it around from here.
Yeah. All right. Are y'all ready for the shit show?
Born here late. I don't know about it.
Y'all ain't got a shit show.
No, but we still got some things to say. So yesterday, Tennessee played Georgia in a slobber knocker of a fucking game. But
It was a good game.
it was insane. It was an insane game up until Max Gilbert decided, he was playing on fucking Heisman and his kick meter was going 20 miles an hour. Good Lord, the man kicked all the way to the damn right. It looked like he was kicking the Calhouns. Like, Jesus.
The meter of intensity was too much for him at home.
At home.
Is what you're saying.
Yeah. Man, no, we got all the way. What was the score? 38.
20 to something.
It was 30
at the first.
Well, at the point when it got to the field goal, it was 38-38. All Max Gilbert had to do was kick the field goal for us to win, and he fucking shanked it. And the one thing that I've been seeing that's really been pissing me off is people saying Josh Heupel took too long to kick the ball, and that's why Max Gilbert didn't make it. And it's like, everybody I see saying that is like, do y'all motherfuckers even watch football? Because, like, you don't kick the ball for a field goal when you have 20 plus seconds left on the clock, because that gives the other team enough time to come back. But
Tennessee proved in under 10 seconds a comeback can happen. We don't like taking that gamble.
Right, and the fact that people were saying that Josh Heupel took too long to kick the field goal is the reason why Max Gilbert lost. No, Max Gilbert missed. The reason why Max Gilbert missed was because he was nervous. It was his first really big field goal that would have really done something, because it even said on the game that this was his first go-ahead to win field goal, or it was his first, to tie, like anything big type of field goal. It was Max Gilbert's first, and it got to him. The only thing that pissed me off the most is when he kicked the field goal in overtime to put us up 41-38. It was pretty much longer or the same damn distance as the one he missed. And it was like, are you fucking serious, bro? Like, that's all you had to do.
Same amount of time, though?
No, not that same amount of time.
Like, I mean, was like the clock being drained more so, or not?
During overtime?
You know what I mean? Yeah.
In overtime.
No, it wasn't like that in overtime. But the thing is like, when we went to go kick the ball, it was 7 seconds left on the clock. Like, before it went to overtime, there were 7 seconds. So
And third down too, mind you.
Yeah, and third down
with two timeouts, and that's why I was That's what I questioned about Heupel. Honestly, was why didn't we try to at least swing the ball out, even if we took like a 1 yard loss, or if we gained a little bit. If we could have swung it out to a straighter shot, I feel he would have had more confidence.
I think the problem was like they had him already, and he was about to go out there. Then we got a fucking penalty. We got a 5-yard penalty.
Yeah, that penalty did screw us.
And I'm not saying that the yardage is what screwed Max Gilbert, because it's not. I think he was mentally prepared to be ready to go out on that field, and then they threw that flag, and it iced him. He technically got iced by his own team. And this shit just,
I was about to say, I mean, getting ready, you're half psyched up. You know you're nervous, but you're trying to play it cool. You've got this. Flag, back 5. You're going to doubt. I am no professional, y'all. That shit would have iced me so fast. I'd have been Mr. Freeze.
And the thing is what's sad about all this is I feel like if we had our corners, because both of our starting corners were out for the game, I feel like if we had both of our corners, we would have won. Because Jamon McCoy's been out, like he's not played yet this season. And number 1, I can't remember his last name, he just got put out last week. So that's why that number 4 on our team on defense was constantly getting fucking burnt, because he was a true freshman. playing against these damn grown men. And that was, what got us at the end of it was that number 4 gave London Humphreys too much space and scored a touchdown on us to tie the game. And the thing that I hate the most is that Chris Brazzell ain't gonna get the recognition he deserves after having 3 touchdowns that game.
Absolutely, Brazzle dazzle.
Yep, little Brazzle.
I literally said that. I was like, give him the old Brazzle dazzle.
So that's the positive I took away from the game is Chris Brazzell was a monster. But overall, we just had too many drops. Heupel got out coached again, and they just had too many things against us. And honestly, we should have had the game. We should have had the game tenfold. But shit happens. We're Tennessee. It happens.
Well, Kirby's a hell of a coach, and he has a lot of respect for us. He made that really clear in the post game. But I think also we have to acknowledge that penalties have been a big killer for us too, and we've got to find a way to kind of neutralize that if we want to really start contending.
Yep. All right, on to the next thing after that. We're going to talk about old little brother Vanderbilt is starting to scare the shit out of me. Because Vanderbilt fucking blew out the 11th
South Carolina.
Carolina.
They were 11th ranked?
That was a nice surprise.
They were ranked 11th.
I thought they was ranked 18th.
No, 11th.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been sitting here telling people that they was either ranked 18th or 16th. I didn't know. I thought it was one of the two.
Apparently, their quarterback's got a concussion. So
Who's?
South Carolina's.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not worried about that.
Second quarter.
I'm more so worried about making sure that Vandy looks good right now. Because, as a Gators fan, I ain't got nothing else better to do right now other than to, beat my head around the corner, see how other teams are doing. And seeing Vanderbilt ranked at 20th right now in the AP poll is incredible.
Yeah.
And I love that for them. My question is, are they about to be a little sneaky underdog to make it to the playoffs?
They could be. They could be.
I'm curious as to who all they have left in their lineups.
Well, hey, now let's remember, guys, Virginia Tech. They beat Virginia Tech, but who did Virginia Tech get beat by? Old Dominion.
Well, I mean, that's nothing really. I mean, looking at it all,
That's crazy. Vanderbilt's ranked higher than Michigan is by 1, but still.
Yeah.
Oh, if you go and look, see who all they're ranked over, it's insane.
Yeah, for sure.
And that's only 5 teams, but still.
Including the current, not the reigning champion, but the team that made it to the national championship last year. They're still ranked fucking 24th, even though they lost 2 games. They haven't won a game yet.
All right.
And I say it's wild that Alabama is still higher than us.
Well, they just got higher than us, so.
All right.
Well, didn't I hear someone saying something about it's not about exactly who wins and who loses, but it's about votes?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then,
Yep.
All right. Let's go through
people
this
just agree. People just agree that democratically we suck.
Yep. But what'd you say, Rich?
All right. I want to go through Vanderbilt's schedule real quick. Let's see how close they are to having a smooth sailing to where they get into the playoffs. All right. The next team they got is Georgia State.
They should have that.
They're 1-2. They'll have that. After that, they got Utah State. They're 2-1. I imagine Vanderbilt's going to have that.
Well, think about who they lost to last year. They lost to Georgia Tech last year. Or State, yeah.
But Georgia State's not as good as they was last year.
That's true, but I mean, you never know. I mean, Yeah, it could go either way with that one.
And then later on, they got or after Utah State, it's Alabama. And last year they upset Alabama. And I'm probably going to go with Vanderbilt winning that one too.
Yeah.
And then after that, they got LSU, which, I don't know what you'd think about that, but I mean, they look beatable.
Yeah, they do.
So I think they could pull the upset right there. They got Mizzou. Mizzou's 23 right now. They might have Mizzou's number too. And then Texas is number 8. But Texas, I mean, Arch Manning doesn't look
Dude, he had a horrible
like
game yesterday.
like he looks rough.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Texas fans are booing him.
Yeah, it was bad.
I think Vanderbilt could pull an upset on them too. I think Vanderbilt, they got Auburn, Kentucky, and then Tennessee. I don't see why they can't go 9-3 and make it into the playoffs.
Yeah. It would be crazy if Vanderbilt went undefeated.
If they went undefeated and go to SEC championship too, oh son, something's happening in Nashville,
Yeah.
and they are cooking hard.
It'd be crazy. It'd be absolutely bonkers. Alright, so after Vanderbilt, we're going to get in this little UCLA. First of all, Nico, Nico, you fucking suck. I'm sorry, I had to say it like that, but my mama told me not to lie.
buddy of ours was asking if we were just the ones making him look good.
Probably.
Starting to worry about that a little bit.
Listen, no, I mean it's kind of true though, because as soon as you put him with UCLA, he sucks. It has to do with the coaching, clearly, because A, he's getting benched as far as I know, and B, the head coach is fired now after week 3.
Yeah, I saw that. I think I saw that this morning.
Sometime? It's happened we've just now got the news today that's happened. So,
oh God. They should hire Nico's dad because apparently he knows best.
That's a big thing is that the head coach over at UCLA has been fired. So clearly the coaching has to be at blame for how Nico has performed. And if you look at how he performed in Tennessee versus there, I mean, proof is in the pudding, right?
Yeah.
And it's wild to think that Tennessee was going to pay him good money to stay at Tennessee.
Yep.
But instead, he wanted to go home.
And now he's looking like he'll never even make it to the league.
Yeah, he's not looking good at all, is he?
No, he
He's
ain't.
rough.
We also got another firing today. It looks like the head coach for Virginia Tech got the boot today as well.
Now, he's been with Virginia Tech for a little bit longer than I believe the UCLA coach has. He's had more time, and he hasn't had as great of a season, so he's had more so of a losing season or seasons underneath him.
Right.
So this one's more predictable to have seen happen. So, I mean, if those two coaches are gone it's not going to take long, I don't think, for Billy to get gone too.
Right, I agree. I agree. All right, so on to the next subject of the day. Well, we got some NFL news, but it's not your typical NFL news. And everybody in this podcast knows about it by now. Hell, everybody in the fucking world knows about it by now. But we've been gone for a couple weeks, so we got to at least mention it. I guess, at least on my side, and I guess we can congratulate Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce for getting engaged. I mean, I'm not surprised, but, hell, big congrats. Something big for Taylor, something big for Travis. We're not I mean, at least I'm not a part of the congregation that likes to fucking hate just because it's Taylor Swift. But, also the Chiefs are my team, so I can't really say anything. I mean, hell,
I don't hate Travis Kelce. I don't really care for like Taylor Swift's music stuff. That's just not my style. But like, good on them. And I think people that are trashing it, it's, I mean, I get joking about it, and some people take it too far though.
Hell, we need some kind of win. Fuck, we lost today too, so we're 0-2.
Yeah, I was waiting for you to say something about it. I was watching it.
So yeah, we need some kind of win.
Unenthusiastic.
Is this what you're considering a win?
Hearing.
It's more of a win than we got today. That's for damn sure.
I think this has thrown the whole team into oblivion or some shit because it seems like after this has happened, y'all have been on a downward spiral.
Yep, it does seem that way. Hell.
Sorry, I got distracted earlier while you were starting to talk about this. Did you say anything about the whole album?
Oh no, you go ahead.
Okay.
You go ahead and say it.
All right. Well, y'all. I imagine she hasn't yet wrote a song about him neither. We know she said the sappy thing on their podcast about how that every one of her sweet songs was about him. But she didn't clarify that, by the way. I'm pretty sure all she said was that all those songs were about that she had ever wrote were about him. So, you go back and look at certain songs.
He ended up being the guy that she was writing those songs about, but you're right. But I do think what they did on their podcast is announce her new album, and I'm sure a lot of those on there.
Yeah, they announced her new album. But anyways, so just has a little, because we haven't had this segment in a hot minute. I came up with a little rumor has it on this one is that there is already a whole album that has been written and is in the backdrop in like some vault in a bank somewhere. Whole album that's already been written that's on hold for if they ever get a divorce.
That thing is stuffed in the mattress like money.
Because you know damn well it ain't gonna be no one song and done. It's gonna be a whole damn album on this.
And it's gonna be called "You Done It."
It's gonna be something. It's gonna be another number. I'm sure. What number? Who knows? Probably his number on the back of his jersey.
Yeah, you're gonna see. No, I got it. Listen. The whole album's going to be titled Hail Mary, and its album cover is just going to be his numbers.
But
just really rub it in.
That's just like I said. That's a joke. Clearly, I don't think that anytime soon.
Nobody here is wishing on anybody's downfall.
I don't think we have any Swifties watching this. I don't think we're going to have any riots in the comment section anyways. But
I don't expect riots, but
just in case.
Out of nowhere.
Just in case somebody takes this and clips it somewhere or something.
They're in the
tries
walls.
To make this into something. Just trying to nip it at the butt now. This is a joke that we are making about this. It's on nobody's downfall, and we don't expect anything soon at all to come from it. But
that's a happy marriage. That's it.
Congrats to the new engagement.
Yeah. All right. On to the next segment. We got some wrestling news to talk about. So, this coming up Saturday will be WWE's first PLE on the new ESPN streaming app, whatever they fucking call it. Honestly, to me, the card is setting up to look like an amazing card. I mean, it looks like they're trying to push it like it's WrestleMania. But, you know, there's got some generational matches, in my personal opinion, coming up, and there's one big reason why, and I feel like we're going to talk about it here in a minute. But the only thing I know is the confirmed matches so far is Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre, Cena versus Brock Lesnar. Besides the big tag team match, was there any more matches that was confirmed?
I have no idea. I haven't kept up with it.
Well, with the big tag team match that's going to be happening, we got the return of arguably my favorite women's wrestler of all time, AJ Lee. She returned after 10 years, after not being in the ring, and not even seeing the camera. So we got the return of her finally. And it was a big moment, especially if you knew her past and what she went through after leaving WWE the first time. I'm just excited that we get to finally see her and Punk together as a married couple, and not, the crazy character that she played back in 2012 whenever she was like obsessed with him and the whole thing first started happening. But nah, what do you guys think about AJ returning and WrestlePalooza?
Who wants to start?
I was just gonna say, I think it's super cool that she is back. I'm very happy to see it. I've been waiting on this. I really want to see her kick Becky Lynch's ass so bad, so bad, so bad.
Okay, Trump.
It'd be so bad. It'd be so awesome. It would be so cool. Like me, with a tiny hand.
All right, we got it.
All right. I think it'd be cool. But anyway, I'm really glad she's back. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
As I've said.
Caleb.
I mean, it looks like a good card, and I'm probably gonna watch it. Possibly, I'm not excited about paying $30 a month for ESPN, but it is what it is, I guess. Some of these events I'll probably go without watching just because of that, but the card looks good. Looks pretty cool. I will say I think it's telling that they're doing it on the same day that AEW's having one of their big pay-per-views, but I guess I'm excited to see. I am excited to see the CM Punk match with AJ Lee, and yeah.
That's the only thing about WrestlePalooza that kind of doesn't sit right with me. And if you watch the show, or if you talk to me in person and know me, I'm not the biggest supporter of AEW. But the fact that, like, every single time that AEW has a big pay-per-view, the WWE's always coming up with a show to have on the same exact night. I don't know what it is. Whenever it was All Out, their WrestleMania, they literally did Evolution on the same night just to have something to be on over it. So I don't get it. But either way, AJ Lee returned, big woohoos. There might have been a couple tears in this house, but if you need the receipts, just go to my old Facebook. Trust me. So anything else on the topic, Ridge? I know you ain't really got to say what you wanted to say.
I was gonna say I ain't got to say my piece on it yet. Listen, it was fantastic seeing her come back, especially on the Friday night SmackDown, we all knew that she was coming back.
Yeah.
I mean, there was no hiding it. It was just as good hidden as it was whenever CM Punk made his return to wrestling. And also his return to WWE. That's how well it was hidden. It wasn't hidden at all from us. We all knew it was happening, and we all loved it. I also very much so appreciated and loved the promo she cut on that following Monday Night Raw. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Sitting there and explaining to all the new kids as to why your parents are freaking out so big over her returning. You don't get that all the time with wrestlers, and it just, it fit, And it was also funny, kind of, that she did pretty much the exact same thing or she used the Chapel Ronin line of, I'm your favorite wrestler's favorite wrestler. Same with Chapel Ronin, his favorite music artist's favorite music artist or whatever.
I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong, though, because you got to think a lot of the women that are in the locker room today, hell, and a lot of men that are in the locker room today looked up to her back in the day. So it's like though we can call, Charlotte, Becky, Bailey, and Charlotte, Bailey, Becky. Who's the fourth one? Oh, Sasha Banks. You know how people tried to say that they were like the four horsewomen, and they were the ones who ignited the women's revolution. AJ Lee was the one who stoked the flames. Like, she was the one who started the fire in the first place.
She walked so those girls could run.
Yes. And
to say the least.
Speaking of AJ, I just saw this apparently. Saraya, aka Paige, has made a public announcement, congratulating AJ on her return, because if you know, AJ was the one who gave Paige her moment at WrestleMania 30, or the Monday after WrestleMania 30. And apparently she possibly said that there is a possibility that we may get a frenemy reunion between her and AJ.
Yeah, I hope so.
And I think that, what you wanted to talk about is like the possibility, the future of AJ after this match. I think we could eventually see a Saraya or a Paige versus AJ Lee match, and I think that would be I don't know what to say. I'd be speechless.
That would be a great match. This is literally everyone throwing out a match now is her versus Rhea Ripley.
Oh, yeah.
That would be an incredible one.
I want to see her and Alexa Bliss, because I think her and Alexa Bliss are the closest, well, no, let me scratch that. Though I want to see her versus Alexa Bliss, because I've been an Alexa Bliss fan ever since pretty much AJ left.
You're right.
Her versus Roxanne Perez.
Yeah, that's who else I was thinking.
Because Roxanne Perez is the pretty much, I wouldn't say carbon copy of AJ, because Roxanne has been doing it long enough already that she has her own style.
Yeah.
But she is very heavily influenced by AJ, and it's
if you
own that too. So
now, if you wanted to make a good excuse for her to have someone better to tag with, put those two together.
For sure.
That would be a great tag team.
Oh my gosh, dude. AJ Lee versus Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
The two crazy chicks, like that would be absolutely nuts.
Her versus half that women's locker room would be nuts.
This is why
I don't think that there's not many back there in the locker rooms that wouldn't be wild to see.
I think this is why it's such a big thing that she's back, because not only is she back, and she's not back just for one match, she's back on a full-time contract. And, she missed wrestling as much as we missed her in wrestling. So the fact that she gets to come out and do these matches now, and we get, all these people were saying that'd be fantastic to see her go against, we're actually going to get to see it.
Listen, we all know the best place to start with getting these hints of rivals is at your Royal Rumble. That's the best starting point because that's whenever everybody always has to have some sort of face off. You know, so we'll see who all they have her face off against at the Royal Rumble, and I'm sure that will set up her future matches going down the line.
I think
Going to how long she does it.
I think that she'll get a championship quicker than Punk has. Like, you know what I mean? Like how long it's took to have Punk have a title and let it
I don't know.
But
I don't know. They might.
But they could also wait till after they give Punk his moment, because I guarantee you it's either going to be him, like it's either going to be him facing Seth at Mania for the belt or something. Like
I imagine that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, and have
and I also imagine, no joke, I know it's going to upset some people, but I imagine AJ Lee and Punk losing this match, just so that way it sets up a longer feud for AJ versus Becky.
It could be that too.
That gives something perfect for, that gives her a perfect first rival or start to her, back into her career, is having her go up against arguably one of the, as of right now, in this generation's best female wrestlers, so
for sure.
I think that'd be a good first rival for her to have.
Look, I'm just
leading for however long.
I'm just stoked that AJ's back, man. You could look, like when I brought up my old Facebook, I ain't shitting you. You can pull up my very first Facebook and my literal, you know how you can have in quotation names like a nickname on Facebook? My nickname is literally Jordan Lee.
Jesus.
And there's like old like edited photos of AJ Lee on there and everything.
Yeah.
But that was back whenever she was actually on TV and shit. So like I've been there. I've been through the trenches, man. I'm a real one.
Gosh.
All right. Anybody got anything else on AJ and wrestling?
Well, yeah, we got plenty more on wrestling. Just real quick side note too, because we haven't made mention of it. Though all of the PLEs are going to ESPN moving forward, if you have Peacock, I'd suggest keeping it if you are a John Cena fan, because according to talks, Saturday Night Main Event will be moved to Peacock here moving forward.
Full time.
And that's where John Cena will have his last match at. So you'll definitely want to stick around to be able to watch that for sure. And then after that, do whatever. Get rid of Peacock if you want to. I haven't made up my mind if I'm going to get this new or the pay $30 to watch these PLEs. It's just a high price to ask for.
It is.
Whenever I already have, Peacock, I already have Disney Plus and Max and Hulu and this, that, and the other streaming service wise to pay for.
Yeah.
Adding on ESPN for that. Now take it to, I might, next year I might go ahead and do it just so that way I can be able to watch more football games.
Right.
Because, you can't watch all the football games unless you have that too, pretty much. So, I might later on. It's just a wait and see game for me. And, you can always catch all the highlights on TikTok right now.
For sure.
As long as TikTok's around, you're going to see pretty much everyone's whole matches. It might just be in bits and pieces, but you can sit there on different people's pages and put the whole match together, right? So,
yeah.
But anyways,
anything else?
Other than that,
oh yeah,
bit of
WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
43.
We got it right here.
Yeah, we're addressing
Ish.
the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Look, everybody.
Everybody's excited for it.
If you got your phone up or you got us on your TV or anything, and you can see this damn picture, just look at the damn picture. Everybody in this background, everyone in the background here, you could tell is not happy for one bit. I think the only person that's cocking some kind of smile is maybe Taker, maybe giving a little bit of a smile. You can't see Liv Morgan behind Triple H, but she ain't fucking happy. Stephanie's just there. She don't know what the hell they're saying. And I don't mean that in a mad way, but honestly, for the majority of the time, it looked like she was just standing there looking around. But look at everybody's faces, bro. They are pissed off.
I don't think everybody's pissed off. I'm pretty sure the dude with Saudi is pretty fucking enthused by this. All right.
But look at all the talent's face, though. I mean, you can't see Liv's face. I mean, Stephanie, like I said, in that moment, she was just kind of like there. But Logan looks pretty not okay. Seth looks pissed. Charlotte looks absolutely pissed off.
No. Bianca Belair looks absolutely pissed off. If anybody's looking pissed up there, it's Bianca Belair.
She's literally.
She looks like she don't want to be there.
She looks like she's looking at Triple H like, you motherfucker.
She's looking at the two dudes that are up front and saying some shit right now in her head. In that moment, she was saying some shit. What she was saying, we ain't allowed to say on this show.
That's the
Actually, we are, but you know.
That's my point about this even happening. I get you have your partnership with Riyadh season and everything, but what the fuck? First of all, whenever you go to announce your big WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia, you have 4 women standing on stage with you. Mind you, they don't respect women over there. They literally, like, when the women wrestlers have to go over there, they have to wear full body suits. And WrestleMania is these moments for these ladies to get creative with their outfits and come out with these beautiful, amazing, eccentric gear.
Oh, they're going to get creative, all right.
And now these women have to go in full body suits for fucking WrestleMania.
Full on Power Rangers.
Then, Lord knows what the damn main event for the thing is going to be. It's probably going to be Goldberg versus Kane.
No.
For some reason, Riyadh likes to bring back. I mean, The Undertaker looks like he's not ready for the main event. They're going to try to get him to be in.
Now, I could see them trying to grab The Rock.
Probably.
For this main event. I definitely see that being. Like, okay, so this might be the WrestleMania where we'd have Roman versus The Rock. If I had to wild guess it, if you're going to put on a big main event in this 2-night thing, you're going to have probably, if I have to wild guess, you're going to have Cody Rhodes versus somebody, and you're going to have The Rock versus Roman for night 2, if they're doing a 2-night thing. That's also what I'm curious about. Is this still going to be a 2-night event over there?
I don't even know. The thing that I don't understand is WrestleMania 43 was supposed to be the WrestleMania we were supposed to have in Nashville. And my only thing is there's a possibility that the stadium wouldn't be ready in time for it because they're still building it. But still, like, I knew that they was going to rip it away from us. I'm not saying.
Okay, so
the next year, but still.
No, they won't bring it back the next year. There's a better chance of it going back to Vegas than it is to go anywhere else. If anything, they'll say, "Oh, y'all want SummerSlam back, or you want the Rumble there? We can give y'all those. You just can't have
Mania.
You just can't have some Mania no more." Because it's going to go to the highest bidder. I mean, they just yanked it away from New Orleans that had already bidded and had already won the bid to have Mania.
That's because old TK
in New Orleans.
They're trying to turn. What's pissing me off is they're trying to turn WWE into the UFC, and that ain't the shit that needs to happen. Now we're just turning into UFC with fucking outfits, and you can
Pretty
tell.
sure they wear clothes in the UFC. But
Well, I meant like they come out. In,
I know.
they come out
I
in full
know.
gear. UFC, they don't even have their
I'm
own
I'm
colored gear anymore.
I'm starting the shooter.
But either way, I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I think.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know what
I
Triple H
think
is doing, but he needs to stop.
I think that it's going to get to a point where viewership is going to start taking a big downward spiral because people are going to be tired of not getting the things they actually want to see out of the company. That can happen, but I don't know. It's just one of those situations that kind of sucks because you would hope that they would do the right thing and stick by their fans and make the money, when it's necessary. But
Now the question, and
hey,
I believe Ridge was getting to this. The question is, do y'all believe that WWE sold out?
Do you agree with the other comments? Because
Yeah,
if you
at least
look at like,
no, I was on.
if you
The
looked at
live.
the
I was on the live
yeah, if you
watching
looked
it.
at the lives, there were people saying you sold out,
I'm talking about
sell
yeah,
out,
broadcast.
I
sell
saw
out,
that.
sold out. Do you agree with them
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
WWE sold out? Okay, now did WWE sell out or did TKO sell out?
I think. I mean, a big part of it is TKO, but I still think that Triple H has a say, at least somewhat of a say so in it. So I think they're like money. Okay, we're okay with that then. So
So here's my stance. Okay, WWE sold out when they sold to TKO,
yeah, for sure.
right?
Yeah.
Because they did not put any boundaries on their contract with them.
Nope.
They just said, "Here you go. Here's our company. Have at it." Because TKO is the one that's going to be telling Triple H what to do. They're going to be telling Tony Khan or whatever his name is
Nick Khan.
what to Nick Khan, whatever. Sorry, I'm in a clusterfuck on this conversation. Okay. Either way, TKO is the one calling the shots,
Yep.
not WWE. WWE does not get to call the shots no more because they sold to TKO. They sold themselves out, literally, to TKO. So TKO is the one calling the shots now on whoever bids the highest is going to be the one that gets WrestleMania. So from now on, take a wild gander, and you can probably guess that there's only going to be two places where WrestleMania is going to be at, and that's going to be in Saudi Arabia and Las Vegas. That's the reason why they're going back to Vegas for this next coming up WrestleMania.
There's going to be at least 2 more events in Vegas this year too, because I guess the new deal, whatever that they signed with Vegas or however is they got to have they have to have at least 3 events in Vegas a year.
Yep, and I mean they already Saudi Arabia already has the Rumble this year too.
Yep.
So the writing was on the wall for this to happen either way. And this, I mean, these two areas are the biggest money pits, whenever it comes to things. And you also have to remember, too, that TKO is also the ones that has decided, no, screw the families. The family's not where the money's at. The money is in jacking up the prices on everything.
Yeah.
You're not going to make money trying to keep the shows cheap for families. We need as much money as possible getting cranked out of this place. So let's jack up the prices on everything and just keep on rolling. I mean, everything that you see nowadays that is coming from TKO has to have a jacked up price. And that's who's screwing everything over. not WWE. WWE is just playing now by TKO's rule. They're the fucking puppet to TKO. They can't do nothing.
Well,
If any wrestler wants anything a certain way, it doesn't go through WWE anymore. It goes through TKO. That's the whole reason why, like, The Rock got on board so easily. Because A, it's The Rock. He's a big name. But also, instead of going through WWE, he went straight to TKO.
Yep.
And that's the whole reason why we got brand sponsors or whatever the fuck you want to call them on every little piece of the ring,
Yep.
the weapons, the aprons, the ramp, the little side paddings, everything has sponsors now. It's because that's what's bringing in money.
Yep.
And that's all because of TKO. Not because of WWE, from TKO. So TKO, I think, is the one that is the sellout here. And the one that's fucking over everything.
And honestly, you can tell in this picture. I mean, like I said, when I said everybody does just nobody looks happy, you can tell Triple H looks pissed off too. So
Again, it's just cash grabs for TKO anymore.
And I'm gonna say this too, because I'm tired of hearing the slander. You see all the people standing, and you can't see Liv, and you can see the top of her head, but the thing that this picture alone, besides saying not happy, that I want to bring up, and it's not really with the whole Rehad shit, Logan Paul is up there. I'm tired of people saying that Logan Paul is a fucking... I mean, I get the whole outsider thing that he did with Jelly Roll. That was a good storyline. But people who genuinely think Logan Paul doesn't belong in the WWE, he's standing up there with the top talent, so I think you can shut your mouth. I mean, I'm just tired of Logan Paul slander. I had to bring it up. I'm sorry.
There will always be Logan Paul slandered, Slater. I mean, it's Logan
Yeah, I was
Paul.
about to say you're not getting.
I know there will be.
Same as Jake Paul. It's just it comes with their last name.
I know.
Right?
I know it's never going to go away, but and I can't really say much because I've been a fan of Logan Paul for a very long time, like even long before the wrestling. So I know it sounds a little biased, but I just think we continue to clearly see the talent that he has, whether you like it or not. He's a good wrestler, and I think that people should admit that. But, you know, people are fucking stupid, so. Alright, so anything else on the Rehad situation?
I think we said our piece enough on it.
Alright. On to the next subject. We got some DCEU news.
There's no E in it no more, Slater.
My bad, DCU. My bad. It's still fresh. It's still fresh.
That's the old brand, all right? We no longer refer to the DC universe as DCEU. That's the old one that had a lot of hiccups.
Yeah, you're right. My
Okay. This is the one with Superman.
Yeah.
That has done fantastic numbers. And also the one that has already announced that we're getting our second Superman movie, Man of Tomorrow, set for July of 2027.
And it looks like that Superman Man of Tomorrow is going to be, in what I've heard, a movie where Lex Luthor and Superman will have to work together.
Yep.
And it looks like, and even James Gunn himself said that Superman, like the second Superman, would set up a lot of the universe and a lot of the future for the DCU. So, and speaking of that, in Peacemaker, he said that the Peacemaker finale has a lot to do with the Superman Man of Tomorrow movie as well. So.
Just the fact of how quick he has gotten to getting us the second Superman movie.
Because we're going to have Superman, and Supergirl, then Superman.
I love it. I love how fast this turnaround is. The fact that he knew where he wanted to go ahead and take the story from here, right?
Just the
I
fact
think that's
that DC is back. Like it's
cool.
the fact that Superman saved DC, in my opinion.
Question for y'all, real quick. I'm sorry, Caleb and Mikey, I haven't let y'all talk at all on this subject yet. Do we think that the title will stay the same, or do we think it will change, just like all these other titles have changed?
I think that it will stay Man of Tomorrow because I mean you think about it, they was gonna call Superwoman, no Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, but they took it away, and I think they took it away for this.
Well, I mean, they changed the Superman's title too, though, right?
Yeah, because it was called like Superman Reborn or something like that.
It's like Superman, yeah, something, or Superman. What? I can't remember what it was.
I think it was Superman Reborn or something like that.
Mikey, Caleb, do y'all know?
No, I got nothing. I thought they were just calling it Superman. I didn't know it was called anything before that.
No, it was Superman
Yeah, I
Legacy.
can't.
Superman Legacy.
I wanted to say that, and I also wanted to say Dawn of Justice, but I knew that that was completely wrong.
Dawn of Justice was Batman vs Superman.
Yeah. But either way,
yeah, it just crossed my brain, but yeah, you're right. All right, so we got.
so I mean,
we got anything else on the DC?
Yeah. No, I think we're good.
No.
All right, so moving on. Well, not moving on with DC. We got some more on the other side of DC. We got Clayface is now being in the middle of production, and we've got some pretty cool set pieces and pictures of the actor playing Clayface and all that. And I think that so far the movie looks like it's going to be a phenomenal movie. One thing I don't know if any of y'all seen, apparently on the set of Clayface, on like a trash can or a wall or something like that, someone noticed it was a picture of Robert Pattinson's Bat logo.
yeah, it was on a wall.
And James Gunn,
I'd seen that.
James Gunn's trying to shoot that down as best as he could, but I think people figured it out.
There was also nods to Joker in it as well.
Oh, really?
On the wall. Yep, there's nods to Joker in it. I think that there's even posters of the Penguin in it.
Oh, nice.
To be honest, yeah. So there's a lot of different little Easter eggs here and there that are popping up on the set, and not to mention though the main actor, his face. I wish you had a photo of him up, but you know I understand.
I tried finding it, but I couldn't find it.
It's all good. Dude, he looks
good.
He looks, from what we've seen so far, he looks gruesome.
It looks like
and it's very interesting.
It looks like they're. I can't remember the name of the episode. It was like something in clay or something like that. It was an episode of the Batman animated series, and it kind of looks like this. This is the story that they're going with. They kind of resembles the Clayface story from the animated series. So,
right.
But you can clearly tell if you look at the set photos that they're going more of a horror take on it. You know, of course, Mike Flanagan working on it. But I think we're going to get a Batman cameo in it, and I think it's going to confirm that it's Robert Pattinson's Batman pretty much. But
I don't know. It'd be interesting if it wasn't.
Yeah, it would be. That's for sure. Because it'd be like it'd be like a crazy curveball for sure. Because it's been back and forth like whether Clayface's DCU or DC Extended U, or whatever we call it, the Elseworlds.
Right. So, it's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, for sure.
And it could be that's completely a different world in of its own too, you know.
True.
But
Anybody else got anything to say on Clayface?
I mean, no, I don't got anything.
Man, I saw some stuff about it, and I think it'll be a pretty good movie.
Yeah, that was great.
I seen a TikTok yesterday on if Clayface would, or if Batman was casted back in the 80s, I think it was.
Yeah.
And it had different villains and everything, and like William Dafoe, obviously, as the Joker still. And had, like, I can't think of his name, Johnny Depp, yeah, as with how young he was, would play Robin and go on to play as Nightwing.
That'd be cool.
But you'll never guess who they had playing Clayface.
Who?
Michael Jackson.
God.
And I just laugh because it's a photo of him before he goes through all of his plastic surgeries too, you know. So
Damn.
just the thought of it, I was like, damn, he really was the real Clayface, wasn't he?
What's sad is people didn't realize Michael Jackson had a fucking disease.
I know, but damn, it's funny as hell
It's fucking
to sit there and think of him being, as them casting him back then as Clay, as people thinking that back then he would have been a good Clayface, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, he actually, and that's what made me laugh, and who had sent that to me, he's one of my friends I used to work at the haunt with. He had sent that to me, and then I sent back to him. I said, MJS Clayface, LMAO, because I had the thought of, I wonder if the dude had even, whoever had originally made the post had put two and two together on that, of Michael Jackson having so much plastic surgery.
right.
And end up making his face completely different, you know, and so he just is a real life Clayface.
All right, so we ready to move on to
we're ready to
the
move on.
sliver
I
of
just
MCU news we have.
had to crack that bad joke.
Hey, no, you're good, man. That's good. All right, so we ain't got much on the MCU, but we did get a fantastic piece of news that we got over this last couple days. I couldn't find the better picture where you see his full get up, but we officially got our look at Dr. fucking Doom in full suit, mask, gear, and all. And I am telling
That makes me moist.
I'm telling you, it is absolutely the best they probably could have done. Like, I am telling you, honestly, I think a little bit of gold would have looked cool, but I am so cool with what they did. Wow, he looks fantastic.
So I vote hold the gold off until you turn him into God Emperor Doom for Secret Wars with the white.
I can get that. I can understand that. But man, I'm just stoked on how he looks. I think the mask it looks so comic book, bro. Like it looks exactly the way I would want it to look.
But this hadn't been done in a comic book neither, though.
No,
This is its own thing, but it looks so close and so good.
And so while we got Doom here, I gotta tell everybody. I don't know if you've seen it, Ridge. I'm almost sure you would have. But Marvel, wherever we first saw this Doom picture that I have on the screen, whenever we first saw this, they were doing some kind of event overseas. I think it was either China or it was one of the Asian countries. I just can't remember which one it specifically was, but I think it was China. They did this fucking drone show, and they showed Doom holding Thanos' spine with the skull on the top of it. So I think they're trying to tell us we're going to get the fucking scene in the movies. In one of the movies.
God, I hope so.
We might get the scene. I've heard that if we do, it's going to be
I'm sure
the
it'll be
Thanos
censored.
that we're getting is King Thanos.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because do you remember that Guardians of the Galaxy thing they did a few years ago at Disney, and the picture had King Thanos on it, but it was like our Thanos and not the comic book Thanos.
So the thing that it did for Disney is for a ride
Yeah,
at Disneyland.
I know.
And they're going to be, apparently they could change it now because they still haven't fully built it. They have King Thanos as the villain in the ride.
Yeah.
Like he's the main villain. Now, could that be changed? Absolutely. So I don't know. I don't know if you change it or not in that ride, just because of this. But I mean, that is interesting thought too.
And another thing, right? In this drone show, they apparently showed the 10 rings.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi's 10 rings.
Yep.
So that gives me a crazy idea that, you know, we've been talking about him going after Sentry and possibly Wanda and like possibility of a couple other people. But I never thought about the 10 rings, and to connect with to connect all the way back to Shang-Chi when in the after credit scene when Mark Ruffalo or Bruce Banner, my bad, said that something was calling to the 10 rings.
Yeah.
Saying that it was like a beacon.
Right.
I think that's going to play a part of it.
Yeah, so I have a wild theory on this whole thing, right?
Okay.
Because originally what we have been hearing was that the 10 rings and the bangles both
the bangles,
were Kang Tech, right?
Yeah.
So now they might either be keeping it as Kang might have stolen that tech at some point, or maybe Doctor Doom had lost it and Kang got a hold of it, right? And that was the way it was originally supposed to go. But I have a little bit even more wild theory behind this, okay?
What's your theory?
I think that what the bangles and the 10 rings are supposed to be for is if you put them all together on a sorcerer, then you have a way to time travel.
Dude, that makes sense.
And that's the reason why we see him using it. And that's the reason why, even whenever Kang had his throne thing and could travel around with it, he couldn't do it 100% right because he wasn't a sorcerer. But Doom can because he's a sorcerer and he knows the technology because it's originally his.
Right.
And that's how he originally started his time traveling, was because he had the bangles and the 10 rings originally. But he ended up later on, he lost that shit. But he figured out his own way to still continue on and figure out different ways to do it. But I think that that's the original way that he could time travel, and he's going to be like, yeah, no. Like whenever he shows himself as RDJ, maybe he tells the Avengers how that stuff is actually supposed to be used or something. That, or at the very end, he takes it all back and uses it to open up the multiverse or shatter the multiverse.
And honestly,
with the bangles and the 10 rings on.
I know that he's possibly. I know we've talked about him possibly, disguising himself as Tony Stark to get to people and everything. But
yeah,
I think I'm with the congregation that once he it's officially out that he's Doom, I think that he shouldn't take the helmet off. Which we do know, talking about set photos, that the majority of the time that Doom does have the mask on.
Yeah, he'll have the mask on for a hot fucking minute in
Well,
both
I would say more of a
movies.
helmet than a mask, but yeah. Go
Right.
ahead.
But I do think though that at first whenever we first see him, he'll have whenever he first comes to the 616, he won't have his mask on
No, I don't
because
think he'll have any of the armor on at first.
he'll want to fool everyone, right?
Right.
And then after that, I think at the end he's going to grab he'll have on his full armor and grab the 10 rings and the bangles and be able to fucking shatter the multiverse. Or even not even just do that, but he might even be able to form his own battle world.
Can you
with
imagine?
them.
You already know that Doom can fucking fight, and Doom is crazy. But you imagine the type of fighting he could do with the 10 rings and the bangles?
Oh shit, son!
That's nuts.
It's going to
I'm
between
excited.
him having that, between him being able to get his hands on that, and already having sorcery behind him.
Yeah.
Not to mention that they've talked about that in the universe that he comes from, he was Sorcerer Supreme
Yeah.
at one point.
Oh, snap. I didn't know that. That sounds awesome.
Boy, howdy. He's going to be one tough son of a bitch to take down.
Yeah, he is.
And that explains too why he has the Sentinels trying to take on the X-Men. It's because the X-Men probably did put up a good little fight against him.
Yeah.
So he needed some backup for it, but yeah.
So we're going to get a Days of Futures Past opening scene where we watch all the original X-Men just get absolutely fucked up by Sentinels.
I don't know what we're about to get, but all I know is that just looking at the suit and looking at how he looks right there, you can already feel the power behind it.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
and you can tell that's RDJ behind that mask, and you look at the eyes. You can tell that's his eyes.
It makes you.
That was my thing when I first saw this picture. Is like, is that RDJ behind the mask though? Trying to look at the eyes, but then whenever we got that other picture where you see like everything from his knees up, it's like, oh no, you can see his eyes in the mask. That's RDJ. They just put him in some kind of like muscle suit to make him.
Well, I mean, we seen the back. We've seen the picture of RDJ sitting in back a lot, wearing a muscle suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, the muscle suit's just what he's wearing underneath. I mean, my gosh.
We have to make Doom look big, so I get it. So.
Yeah.
Honestly,
you gotta make him look big and powerful.
Ride with me. Does it not look like it was just like shouldn't we have just got Henry Cavill to play this role? Like how big he is.
I mean, no. I think that there's different spots that we can put him.
Oh no, for sure. I just think like the.
I get it with the size part, yes, and that might have been why originally they was using a body double for some of the shots, and it just didn't sit right with RDJ, and he decided, no, I'm going to take over this shit. It ain't working. But it's.
I hope what they explain is that like when we do see him without the helmet on, I hope he eventually explains that about his face being fucked up, like him not having a nose and like different things like that. But whenever he went to Franklin in the after credit scene for the Fantastic Four, that was when Franklin fixed his face.
I think his face is going to end up getting hit again by something.
Probably.
To fuck it up again.
And it's going to piss him off even more.
Yep. It's just going to... He ain't going to worry about fixing it after then. He's just going to keep his suit on during Secret Wars. Yep. He's like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm keeping this shit on.
Then he's going to be like... He goes, he'd say some shit like once he becomes God Emperor Doom, he'll be like, I'm no longer Victor Von Doom. I'm just Doom. So it's just like...
I don't know.
But either way...
Then something, now all will know Doom. Whatever.
Yeah, that type shit.
That and also you see in the show that they did that his eyes changed to green.
Yeah.
So I imagine that his power is going to, like his sorcery or whatever, is going to even affect his eyes and make them glow,
Yeah.
which will be kind of fucking cool, I think.
For sure. I think we're all gonna
Just to give it that little
freak
extra
out.
touch.
I think we're gonna freak out at these movies. So
We're all going to busting nuts.
yeah, busting plenty of nuts. All right, so on to the next.
I'm going to make.
Well, before I move
I'm
on to
going
next
to make
piece,
great crime.
what does everybody think about how Doom looks? I know I've pretty much said how I thought, and Rich has. Mikey, Caleb, what do you guys think about how Doom looks?
Caleb, do you want to go?
Sure. I think he looks pretty badass. To be honest with you, I'm excited to see how Robert Downey Jr. brings this character to life on the screen again, and I think that as long as we get the God Emperor Doom scene, people will be satisfied. Especially, that would at least keep people from hating on it. Be like, oh, they didn't even put this in, but it's still a badass scene. You kind of have to put it in there. People want it, you got to give it to them. But I think if they give it to them in a special way, they'll be okay with it. But also, I think it'll be interesting to see their interaction, or Doom's interaction with Parker.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So, I think it'll be interesting. So I'm excited for it.
All right, Mikey, what you got, brother?
I think he looks fan-fucking-tastic. Jordan, you already know my feelings about how it looks. I think it looks tough.
Yeah.
I think it looks super tough. So I can't wait to see it in action.
What's crazy is now that I'm looking at the picture more, look at his arm. It looks like he's got straps or like shit that's on like around his arms, like on the chainmail. Do you think that's possibly for the rings?
I have no idea. Like, I'm trying to figure out where the rings would go, where the bangles would sit,
Yeah. I don't know.
or will it just all get absorbed?
He could do that too. All right, so on to.
Hold on a second. Sorry, last thing. I'll
good.
shut up about him.
You're good.
How many fits does he have? Because if you look at this mask versus what we've seen at the end of Fantastic Four,
Well,
it's not the same.
Well, remember, in the Fantastic Four, they've pretty much confirmed that. Well, I've read that it's pretty much confirmed that Doom is already known to the Fantastic Four. Like them,
But I'm saying that this is the exact same Doom, but that's a different mask.
right. Well, what I was getting to is maybe they just used that mask for the after credit scene, and maybe this is his new attire, per se. Like maybe that's what his outfit looked like in their universe, because it's like a pseudo 1960s esque, universe.
I'm saying he at least has 2 to 3.
Yeah,
I'm saying he has that
because if he
original
becomes-
one.
Because if he becomes God Emperor, he's gonna have to have the white robe.
Yeah,
So
I think he'll end up becoming white and having hints of gold in it.
yeah, like his coins on his shoulders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No, you're right though. You got a good point. But on to our next subject, we're going to get into a little bit of spookiness. But I do want to bring up one thing, and it's a special to the podcast. This past weekend, we had the Silver Screen Con in Massachusetts, and Rhea Ripley was at Silver Screen Con for the weekend.
Yeah.
Art the Clown killed Rhea Ripley on stage last night.
I think that's the sign, boys.
Yeah.
Well, we knew that in the Chris Van Fleet interview that she talked about how much she loves Terrifier, and if you're a Rhea Ripley fan, you know that she's a big Terrifier fan, and it's always her dream to be killed by Art the Clown. But she did on stage, but this isn't the Art the Clown she was talking about. I think we're gonna get Rhea Ripley in Terrifier 4 because shortly after the interview with Chris Van Vliet, Terrifier's official page, even Damian Leone mentioned it on their Twitter and said he was cooking some ideas up. You want to know some real shit? I have an idea for. What if Rhea Ripley plays an angel? Hear me out. You think about in Terrifier 3, right, when Sienna's having that dream of that angel that's holding, that's got that demon chained while it's like making the armor. What if Rhea plays like an angel that eventually comes to help Sienna? I just think seeing her in like a battle outfit or something like that would be crazy. But she did say
I don't see her in white.
But it does say she did say that she wants to be killed by Art the Clown. So I think there's a possibility we may see Rhea Ripley get absolutely fucking smithereened somehow. But
you want to know my thought?
You just wanted to see her in fucking combat armor, bro.
I see her in combat armor all the time.
Nah, I'm talking about like scale mail type shit.
Yeah, that'd be lit.
That brutalistic ass medieval. Yeah, nah. I'm not judging. I get it. I'm just saying I know where you at.
You know what it sounds like to me, Slater?
What's that?
Sounds like to me you need to find a con that David Howard Thornton's going to be at and just ask him again.
Yeah, I do.
Just like you did in the last interview with him.
Hopefully he'll be at Horror Hound again next year whenever we go. So either way, I think that was just a cool thing that I saw this morning that I wanted to bring up. And you know, it's crazy getting to see, you know, multiple pieces of my fandom coming together into one thing. Because not only is it cool that, you know, Ice Nine Kills is my favorite band and that they do horror movies and that they did Terrifier, but the fact that Rhea's also incorporated now. And I mean, we already had Chris Jericho in the second and third movie, so it's like they're not new to the wrestling world. But it's just I love seeing it all come together just because it's like so many things of my interest just colliding. So. But on to the next thing, if y'all ain't got anything else to say on this. Let's see. On Netflix, I don't know what the date is, Ridge, you might have to remind me.
I don't have a date. Sorry.
I believe
it should be here soon.
I believe it's October 3rd. We are officially getting Monster the Ed Gein story. And Ed Gein will be officially starred by Charlie Hunnam, who played Jax Teller in Sons of Anarchy. And if y'all don't know who Ed Gein is, I'll give you just a quick thing. He is the one who inspired Texas Chainsaw. He is the one who inspired Psycho. He is the one that inspired Silent of the Lambs. So that should tell you how fucked up he is. Yeah, if you don't know who Ed Gein is, just look him up. Trust me, if you like gory shit, you'll want to watch this. If you don't like gory shit, you might want to stay away from this. Because just the trailer alone, and Ridge can back me up, the trailer alone makes me go, oh shit, this is going to be crazy. I mean, if you watched Dahmer, if you watched the Menendez brothers story, you know this show's going to not hold back.
Listen, in all fairness, I have not seen either one of those. Mostly because
I watched all the Dahmer series and I watched half of the Menendez brothers show till Brittany literally couldn't watch it anymore because how messed up it was.
But besides that, I am going to watch this one because one of my favorite horror franchises is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and this is what Texas Chainsaw Massacre was based off of, was this man.
Yep.
And if you seen the trailer, holy shit, is it wild.
It looks
Like,
awesome, man. I'm excited for it.
I think probably the creepiest part to the whole trailer that I seen was whenever he was wearing the woman's face.
Yeah, it was wearing the woman's face and her clothes.
Yes.
Yep.
I do have a thought, though. Do you think that he was actually talking to his mama?
Yeah.
Or do you think... Or do you think that he was just hearing his mama, but his mama was just him dressed up as a woman?
Oh, yeah. That could be.
Yeah.
That could be a good.
Like some fucked up shit in his head.
Yeah, that could. That's true. Didn't think about that.
I think that that's more so what it is, and that because if you seen the trailer, you see right after he talks to her. That's whenever they show him in the woman's clothes and the woman's mask, and it's an older woman too.
What if it was his mom that he
So-
killed?
I don't know. I don't know.
This is gonna be a crazy series though, because this shit will. Not
This
be
is
completed.
going. This is going to make your skin crawl. Literally, I 100% believe, because to give you a peace of mind on other than this dude wearing faces, he collected them in jars. He made furniture out of them. He had a lamp
just
made
faces-
out of
not just
human
faces either.
skin.
It was
Yeah, no, he used every part of the human body,
as furniture and clothes.
skin wise, as furniture, as clothing, just anything and everything he could peel off of you, he was using.
Yep.
And he would make his food out of human.
Yep.
Like, it's insane what this dude done. And for some reason, I am over the moon ecstatic to see this.
It's just
So-
this is the guy that inspired 3 of the most insane horror franchises out there. So, and just quick before we go on to the next thing, just because I saw it a couple days ago, it does look like that Texas Chainsaw may be getting bought out by A24.
Yeah.
So,
But that's a good thing, because Glenn Powell is the one that's working with A24 on it.
Yeah. So I'm
So-
cool with that, so.
But as far as we know, he won't star in it. He's just working
Yeah.
alongside them. So
Yeah. So Mikey, I know you probably won't have much to say about this because I know it's not your cup of chai, but Caleb, what do you think about this?
I mean, I thought I was pretty shocked when I found out that Charlie Hunnam was going to be the one playing him, but I mean, Charlie Hunnam is a fantastic actor. I mean, he can pull off a lot, and I think it's interesting that they're having Glenn Powell kind of working alongside of him. I mean, it kind of makes sense of, considering the location, and I think it's, I mean, if people know the true story of Ed Gein, then you know how sick and twisted the guy actually was. Like, he was on a whole other level of messed up mentally. And I think that from what I saw trailer wise also, that this is going to be really hard to watch. Probably one of the hardest ones to watch that they've made.
Yeah, no, they done a real good they do a really good job. Ryan Murphy does a really good job at making you feel uncomfortable.
So, real quick side note for you, Caleb. I don't believe Glenn Powell is working on this.
No.
I think it's just strictly the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise that he's working on, and it'll be a TV series first, and then movies later, is what they're talking about doing. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up for you.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought you that it was.
So, Mikey, you got anything to say on this topic? I know you ain't got much on it, but
Y'all need Jesus. Y'all need him now. You're gonna need him when you're done watching this nonsense.
yeah, we definitely are. That's for sure. All right, so on to the next piece of horror news. We got to talk about The Conjuring: Last Rites, fellas. Sadly, I have not had the chance to watch it yet. I am kind of beating myself up over it. I'm dying to watch this movie. But either way, The Conjuring: The Last Rites broke the box office record, if I'm not wrong, for the highest rated opening weekend for a horror movie of all time. Am I right, Ridge?
So, The Conjuring. Okay, let me read to you what I had gotten from Variety here. All right.
Okay.
The Conjuring Last Rites has become a worldwide hit as it has said, or excuse me, I can't read my own typing. As it has said at, or is set at 187 million worldwide, making it the best start for the franchise. Also, it makes it the second largest global debut for a horror film, right behind 2017's It, which is at 190 million worldwide. So it has the second largest global box office opening.
And it is
Uh,
officially now at
ever.
332,853,084.
And now those aren't like Superman numbers or anything, but for horror,
For The Conjuring, it's crazy.
it makes it the best Conjuring movie, and it makes it one of the best horror movies to been ever released.
It just really makes me happy to see, with this being the final Conjuring movie in the Ed and Lorraine story, right?
Supposedly.
No, it's not saying that it's the last in the Conjuring franchise, but for the main story, like the main four movies, at least for Patrick Wilson and Farrah Farmiga, this is the last movie with them in it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be because I've heard they're planning on probably doing another movie, and it's going to be a prequel to back whenever they was younger.
Yeah.
And then they're also talking about doing TV series with it.
I'm just
going through all the different
it's just
people that they've helped.
For the nostalgic, for Patrick Wilson and Farrah Farmiga, the original Ed and Lorraine from the first movie. I think this is a good send off for them. I mean, at least for me, this is a somewhat of an emotional send off, just because I feel like those characters are some of my favorite characters I've ever seen in almost any horror movie, if not movie. I just love their characters. I think they work well together. They got great chemistry as Ed and Lorraine, and for their final movie, to see it be as big as it is now, and to see that it's killing the box office, and I'm just happy, man. I'm glad that it's close. It's already blew its budget. The budget for the movie was $55 million, and it's over $300 million now. So, it's a box office success. So,
Again, another horror boom.
Yeah, we're having a fantastic couple years of horror, man, and I love it.
I mean, it isn't. Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, okay? Mm-hmm. Who's The Conjuring under?
Warner Brothers.
Is that Warner Brothers again?
I think so.
Warner Brothers is on a fucking roll as well.
Yeah, they are.
For their movie's sake. I mean, I know we're going to talk about them later too, but right now they have been on some rolls.
Never mind. I mean, so it's New Line Cinema is the production company, but New Line Cinema is a sub part of Warner Brothers. So
gotcha.
But anybody else got anything to say on The Conjuring?
Other than make sure you have a priest available.
Yeah. They did say that apparently they had people, like movie theaters were handing out prayer cards, and that some theaters had priests waiting outside of the theater for you and everything. And then it's like, bro, the last time people were talking about shit like that was The Exorcist.
Yeah.
As I say, I've heard this before though, and it wasn't that it. I don't know. I don't know if I believe it or not. You know.
Oh, because it was, to me, it wasn't like one thing. I heard it multiple places, and I saw TikToks about it.
I know, but I mean it's a way to advertise too. You know.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
So I don't. I'm not buying that it's this big hunky dory. You know, this is absolutely what you need to be able to watch this movie. You know.
No, yeah, no. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like it's. What I'm meaning is like for it to be that, like if it's saying that they're saying it's that scary, which I've heard multiple people say it's fucking scary. It's just, you know, it happened with The Exorcist and it made it a martyr of a movie. So it's like, I hope it does it for this too. You know what I mean?
Right.
All right, so on to the next piece of discussion. I think we're all gonna appreciate this shit. We all know about Scary Movie 6 coming out in the next year. I mean, if you watch Kai Cenat or keep up with Kai Cenat, you know that he's doing his Mafia-thon thing right now, and Marlon Wayans was on there a few days ago. And I'm telling you, he is fucking hilarious. But he talked about Jesus. He talked about Scary Movie 6 and the movies that they want to parody. Ridge, you got a list. I said one of them by accident, but you got the list. What movies did he say that they would like to parody?
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I got slightly sidetracked. Which movie did you?
I accidentally said Sinners.
Well, yeah. So you got Sinners. You got. They're going to make fun of Heretic, Long Legs, Nope, and Get Out.
And of course,
Are some of the movies that they talked
probably
about.
Scream 5 and 6 because we are officially getting Ghostface back in Scary Movie.
And more than likely, they'll make fun of the remake of I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh yeah,
again.
He mentioned that too. That I forgot. He did mention that too. But makes sense because they did in the first one. And I think, and we are getting the guy who played Doofy back too because, you know, he's always at Scarefest. He was at Scarefest last year. He's going to be at Scarefest again this year. He puts, and where his name, like where they say what movies he's in and shit like that, he put Scary Movie 6 in this thing. So he's officially coming back. But,
Of course.
But the one thing I think I'm probably the most excited about seeing come back, and he did it on Kai's stream, and I couldn't help but about piss my pants. He was talking like Shorty, and you know if Marlon's gonna be in it, he's got to be Shorty. But I just want that dumbass back in the movies, man, because Shorty is probably one of my favorite characters, like in comedy. I don't know why. I just think he's so fucking hilarious. And I love Marlon Wayans. I've always been a massive fan of him. So just being able to hear that, yo, what's up, son? Like, I want it back, man.
Oh shit, son!
Oh shit, son! And he was like,
I just want to say real quick, like as funny as Marlon is, he's also a fantastic actor. Like outside of his humor, he is a fantastic actor. Like funny aside, he is really good.
Like the movie that Jordan Peele produced that's coming out here in the next week or so. I want to see that movie so fucking bad. Like it's the first time we really get to see Marlon Wayans in a horror. I mean, it is the first time we get to see Marlon Wayans in an actual horror.
Dude, Jordan, real quick. The poster or whatever, that one image of him where like the guy's leaned over, he's got his rings on his fingers and shit.
Yeah.
His right hand where he's got those 3 rings, you know they spell SOS, right?
Yeah. So
I saw that the other day and I was like, yo.
So I'm sorry we're veering away from Scream 6, everybody, but not Scream 6, but Scary Movie 6. But if you ain't watched the trailer to him, go watch it because that movie looks insane. Don't know. I think it's going to be a horror take on CTE. and I think as a football fan, I think it's going to be awesome. But as a horror movie fan, and who knows about CTE, but I think it's a phenomenal like idea, and to have somebody like Marlon Wayans come in and absolutely blow the socks off people with his horror acting, because I mean, everybody is just saying he is like fantastic. So I'm so excited to see that. And like you said, Mikey, the rings say SOS, and there's multiple theories whether, you know, it could be a cry, like it's like the CTE is taking over his body and he's crying out for help, or, you know, if you watch the trailer, this could be more of the reason, but it looks like it'll be very heavily to do with satanic shit. So some people say the SOS means son of Satan, but I think it's going to be crazy either way, whatever they decide to do with it. But going back to Scary Movie Hits, and I apologize. Well, I know we are getting back Anna Faris officially, so Cindy will be back. I know we're getting back Regina Hall. So we're getting Brenda back. That's crazy. I don't know how they're going to explain that. The only thing I want confirmed, because we know Marlon's coming back, we know everybody else is coming back, I want the confirmation that Sean Wayans will be back. I want the confirmation that Ray is going to be in the movie. And the thing is if they bring Ray back, how the fuck are they going to do it? Because if you don't remember Ray in the Scary movies, he was like the football player who was not so secretively gay. That they did
super duper stuff.
Yeah, like that whole scene with the poltergeist clown in the second movie, whenever he was under the bed and the guy tried to get away, and his dick came out and wrapped around his throat and pulled him back under the bed. But I wonder if they bring Sean Wayans back to play Ray. I wonder how they'll play that off. I wonder if they'll like just go ahead and have him be gay or what, and be proud of it, because that's how the world is now. Being proud of who you are, or what. Even if who knows if Sean Wayans will even come out of retirement for Ray. So what do you guys think about Scary Movie Sits, and what are you guys excited about for it? Hello,
Man,
Well, TV's going to talk first. Who wants to go first?
I don't really know what to say. And I only don't know what to say is because I'm just gonna have to watch it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna have to watch it. Because I mean, realistically, what am I supposed to say? Oh, I hope it's funny.
Right.
I mean, that's kind of the point.
This is the closest that Mikey's ever going to get to watching horror, so.
Yeah, because it's funny.
I mean, Mikey, I think you could watch a couple of PG-13 horror movies
Mikey,
and be just fine.
Mikey can watch some Scream now, but...
I was going to say, watch you some Scream, watch you some Five Nights at Freddy's, you know.
Yeah, he's seen he's seen those. But like, all the movies that they're going to be making fun of this, besides like Sinners and stuff like that, but like Heretic and Hereditary especially, and Midsommar, shit like that, there ain't no way that Mikey's watching those. But
I don't know.
What do you think?
Y'all talking about me not watching horror. God forbid a white boy get a little emotion.
Yeah. I gotta say, I'm excited to see how they make fun of certain movies, because, you know, with long legs, they're either going to have somebody with some that's super
really
tall
makeup,
with mainly legs, or you're going to have somebody that has flour on their face or some shit singing some annoying ass, in some annoying ass way. That's how they go and play that off. that, and of course, they're going to be making fun of Jordan Peele's movies. I don't think that these are going to be the only two Jordan Peele movies that they make fun of. I think they'll add at least one more of his.
They gotta add Get Out,
But,
right? At least
well,
Us.
that's one of them that's already on the list is Get Out.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, duh.
So, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what else they add in. I'm thinking that they should add in Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, they should.
They can do something stupid with that, I think. Maybe have that like be some restaurant that they go to eat at and have fun playing in the arcade or some shit, and maybe have one of the animatronics try to come to life, but they just knock it off as, it's absolutely nothing, don't worry about it type deal, something stupid, something small and stupid.
So hear me out, and I heard that somebody else said this too. What if, for the Scream part of the story, which it's gonna have to probably be like the big part of the story is like Scream, right? Because if they're bringing Ghostface back, what if they either did a cameo or they put Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega in the movie as Tara and Sam?
That would be fun. You know what else I think would be fun? Is if we had a moment either where we have Matthew Lillard on screen with them.
Yeah.
Or if we just have Ghostface and the other character that I can't think of the
Springtrap.
Yellow Rabbits.
William Afton.
Yeah. Have those two characters run into each other or some shit.
Or it could be like the same guy plays them and they're just like,
We need that, and we need one more character. Let's make it like Scooby-Doo or some shit, so that way they can all three be pointing at each other.
Yeah.
It's all Matthew Lillard characters all together.
And speaking of Matthew Lillard, I don't know. Do you know he's got a distillery? Like he makes his own bourbon and whiskey and shit like that.
Yeah.
Apparently they just announced that they are making an exclusive bottle with Ice Nine Kills as well, and that Matthew Lillard apparently either his alcohol, but I heard that he will also be in the next Ice Nine Kills music video.
Of course.
Which apparently drops October 9th, so get ready for that shit. But so that'll be cool. I just had to mention that. I just remembered that. He was at the Ice Nine Kills show last night too, taking pictures. He looked like a happy dad watching the band. He really did. He was just like when you watch, like you see a dad sitting there watching their kids. He was just sitting there like gently grinning at them while they were performing, holding his little camera and taking pictures.
Gosh.
I was like, damn, he really is the dad of the horror industry. All right, so anybody, Caleb, we didn't really get your take on this. What do you think about Scary Movie 6, man?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm excited for Shorty, and it's gonna be one of the funniest freaking things. And then, of course, them bringing Ghostface back into it. Yeah, just it's gonna be great. I can't wait for it. It's gonna be so great. I mean, and you don't have to look into it too much to know that this is gonna be an absolutely great movie. So I'm excited. That's all I really got to say about it.
You know, Cindy, you know what the best thing about free books is? Free papers. Ah!
Oh god,
Shorty is one of the funniest people ever. And that scene where he gets rolled up by the giant weed plant, and the weed starts smoking him, and he's going tote,
Okay.
tote, tote, tote.
Take it to the head. Take it to the head.
Hey, don't stop now. I'm high as a motherfucker. No, I'm excited to see Shorty and Scary Movie back. That's why I hope we get everybody from the original cast back. Even Lachlan back. Even if we got him back from the first movie, that'd be crazy. But on to the next subject, which I believe is Scream 7. So, over the last couple weeks, I've been hearing rumors here or there about a trailer dropping. We're supposed to be getting a trailer here soon for Scream 7. And, you know, this movie goes back to Sydney and her family, which will be in a new city, a new town. And we'll get her daughter in it, a couple other kids, but her daughter will be 18 in this. And, you know, we're going to deal with her friend group and the neighbors, which one of the neighbors is Anna Camp, if I'm not wrong. That's if you watch Pitch Perfect, she's like the main blonde chick who runs the Bart and Bellas. And to me, it's almost clear that she's one of the ghost faces. Just because if you like see most of her characters, she's like that snobby bitch, and I just feel like she would play a great ghost face. They could change. They can, you know, change it. I don't know if that's a thing, but I think that's crazy, and I think it would work. But apparently, in this trailer that people have seen and leaked around, they mentioned, you know, showing bits and pieces of Cindy's new home, showing the family and some of the kids there, showing Chad and Mindy, who are coming back into the franchise. Thank God, Chad's the best character, one of the best characters in the franchise to me. But they said apparently in the trailer they're going to show Stu straight up FaceTime Sydney. And like, I don't know how I feel about them revealing it like that. Which, I mean, we already know because they already revealed that he's going to be in the movie. But it's got me thinking, and some other people thinking, that because we already got confirmed that Roman, the actor for Roman's going to be back in it. So that means Roman somehow makes an appearance. Then Dewey somehow is supposed to make an appearance. And what somebody brought up is they think that Ghostface will be using AI in this next movie to fuck with Sydney. And I think that is genius. I mean, think about it. Every single Scream movie, at least that ones that take place in a new decade, from Scream 1 to 4 to 5 to now 7. Not a new decade, but you get me. We always see some kind of technological advance, from 3 being where you could literally clone somebody's voice, to 4 having the voice changer literally, well, not 4 or 5, having the voice changer literally be a part of the mask, and they can openly change their voice. But him using AI to fuck with, you know, Sydney, from whether it's Stu, like if it's actually Stu being there, or it's just an AI version of Stu, whether it's you know, her having flashbacks or nightmares of Roman and her brother. Either way, if they're using AI to fuck with her at Roman, that'd be a cool plot point. And the same thing with Dewey. You know, we all know Gail's gonna be in the movie, so it's like Ghostface could call Gail, use AI as Dewey to really fuck with her. I think that this movie has, I mean, everybody who says that worked a part of the movie says that it's going to live up to the franchise, which that's all I care about. We all know that Scream holds up. Scream is probably the most consistent franchise in horror, because I don't think there's a bad movie in the franchise. Not being biased, just being for real. Let me stop yapping because I feel like I'll keep going. Ridge, what do you think about this?
I don't know, to be honest with you, Slater. Because to me, this franchise, shouldn't be called 7.
No, I agree.
I think that's the biggest thing. I think that this Scream does not need to be 7.
It feels wrong calling it 7, that it's not like the fact that we're not continuing the Carpenter's sisters story.
Right.
Well, I mean, yeah, we're getting Chad and Mindy, but we're not actually continuing their story, so it's like weird.
Right. So I don't like calling it 7. I'd honestly be fine if they just went back and said that this is somehow a prequel or some shit, you know? And
or like somehow
maybe
this is this, or this. No, that wouldn't work. I was gonna say, this could be going on during the events of 6, but Gale was in 6, so.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm iffy on it, and while yes, the AI thing might sound cool, I don't know, dude.
The thing about it is, I
I'm becoming an old man.
don't want
I'm becoming an old man.
I don't want Stu to be a fucking AI. That's my thing. Is I want Stu to be actually back, because the story that I've been thinking that they should do ever since they announced Scream 5 is the fact that we get like a cult, like it's a cult behind Ghostfaces, and it makes sense from the story of 5 and 6, with Richie and Amber being, people from Reddit who literally found each other through a Reddit fucking thread, and then the family of Richie who was just trying to avenge him, who went crazy as well in the 6 movie. I think that could be the perfect idea to set up that Stu was behind it all, and what he was trying to do is he was trying to get into Sam's head and make her a Ghostface. And honestly, I think they could shock the world, dude. Because I've heard some inklings of rumors. Because the reason why Jenna Ortega didn't do Scream 7 isn't because of the Melissa Barrera thing. Apparently, it was due to like filming issues, like schedule wise. Because they're filming Scream 7. They've been filming Scream 7 for a minute, and I'm sure it ran into Wednesday as well. But I've heard that there's a possibility of an inkling of Tara making some kind of appearance because Mason and Jasmine Samoy Brown being in the movie as the twins. But what if that's like the big cliffhanger at the movie, that there's a Ghostface we don't know and it's Sam? What if Sam is behind it all? Like, because what if she's using the AI and she's the one using Stu and all them as the faces? But what if it is revealed that Stu was the one that was pulling the strings the whole time, and by the end of it, it will be Sam as the Ghostface, and we're gonna have to have like Sam, like what if Sam kills Tara off type shit. I'm just spitballing on what I think could possibly happen, and that's just what I really hope happens, so we can at least tie up their movies. But I'm excited just because I'm a fan of the franchise. I'll watch any movie, anything that has to do with Scream. So I'm excited for it. I know everybody else ain't as excited for me, but Caleb, how are you excited? What do you think? Caleb?
Sorry, guys. I'm driving. I was just gonna say, I think it's gonna be interesting, but I don't really have much of an opinion on it right now, because I think that I want to be more surprised than anything.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I did have some of my own theories, but honestly, just to have Stu back at all is just fantastic. So yeah, I do hope he is actually back, but bringing him back is gonna be fun regardless.
And this is going to sound like a bad thing, but this is a good thing for me. I can't wait to watch the trailer so I can guess who the killers are. Because for the last 2 movies that we've seen, I knew who the killers were just based off the first trailer. Don't know how, especially Scream 5. Like, especially Scream 5. I don't understand how I did it. But I shocked the shit out of myself by, like, whenever we found out the name of everybody, I was just like, yep, Amber, Richie, bam, there we go. And like,
well, it was also like, you're like, oh look, flannel.
I was about to say you can ask Caleb and Mikey. I think I remember telling them whenever I figured it out. I was like, fucking Jimmy Neutron brain blasting in the back of Mikey's car.
He really was. Like, oh my god, I know who it is.
But Mikey, I know you don't. I mean, I know you like Scream, so I'm gonna ask you, what do you think on this?
I'm thinking that honestly, I'm with Caleb on this. I don't really want to make any assumptions too fast. I just want to be surprised. Entertain me.
Yeah, dude. As
No,
everybody, as
I do.
everybody
I
knows,
do think.
Go
I was just
ahead.
gonna say. I do think as far as for. I was just gonna say as far as I'm concerned, the less I know, the better.
Yeah,
Because in that case, I'll be gobsmacked, slobber timbers shivered when the time comes. Like,
I just think the thing that we can say and that we can all agree on is we are all so excited at the fact that we get to see Matthew Lillard back in the Scream franchise. That we're all pretty stoked about. So, let me see. We got a couple more things to talk about here. Ridge, I'll let you take the lead on this about Warner Brothers and Paramount.
Yeah, so this is a little small thing that I'll decide to throw in right here towards the end. But as of here, in our little time frame of us being gone from having any episodes, Skydance Paramount is officially putting in a bid for Warner Brothers. This makes this the largest buy since Disney bought Fox back way back when. Uh, and I mean, this opens up the door for a lot of different potentials to happen.
Yeah.
The biggest thing that I can take away from it too, just right now off the top of my head, is slight worry in hoping that James Gunn gets to keep his job.
Yeah, for sure.
That's my big thing. Is that I hope that he gets to keep his job. Hopefully they'll see how he's doing with the DCU and say, yeah, you know what, we'll just keep you where you're at. We like that.
I'll tell you
So,
one thing that I hope comes out of the one thing I hope comes out of, like, if Paramount does buy Warner Brothers, I hope that they do combine fucking HBO Max and Paramount Plus. Because we be paying Paramount for Paramount Plus for no damn reason, but we keep paying for it because we watch Survivor, and that's how we watch Survivor every fucking week it comes out. So it's like,
oh man,
but if they like somehow mixed Paramount in with HBO Max and added a part of it, and if you're smart, you got the Max, Hulu, and Disney Plus bundle that all comes together anyway. So technically, it'd be like we were getting 4 streaming services in one.
well, I mean, I imagine what would end up happening is you would have the exact same thing that Disney is already doing with Hulu, where you have Hulu as an option to click in on through your Disney Plus if you already have it,
And it's like
I imagine that'll be the same thing.
And that's the thing that Disney Plus and Hulu does, well, at least Disney Plus does, where you can watch movies from HBO Max, or you can watch movies that are on Hulu on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
So, but like if they somehow combined and it allows us to, like, that's where we can watch all the CBS shows after they come out and everything. It's just like, you know what? Thank God. Thank you for saving us $15 a month.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
More than likely there'll be something else that comes out that we gotta spend our money on then.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised they like raised the price if they added Paramount Plus to it.
Oh yeah, the prices will be raised by then for sure, probably.
Because NFL games come on Paramount and everything. So.
Yep.
All right, Ridge. I think. Well, anybody else got anything to say on the Warner Brothers and Paramount collaboration? Mikey, Caleb. Well, not collaboration.
No, not really.
Buyout.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as the whole thing, the James Gunn thing, I agree with. As long as he gets to keep his job, he's doing pretty good. I was going to reference the joke that if you've seen Rick and Morty's new season, there's an episode that heavily deals with James Gunn and Warner Brothers and movie making, and Zack Snyder and James Gunn are both in it. It's hilariously written. The ending makes you go, oh my god, it's just like one of those, like, that's kind of like a little, almost like a little jab at Warner Brothers from their history, but basically, as long as he gets to keep his job, I think it'd be an okay move.
Word. All right. So on to the final part of the show, and Rich, I'm gonna let you take over.
All right, guys. Well, like I said, this is pretty much the end of the show. We appreciate you sticking around this long if you have. If not, that's fine. I understand. We're a bunch of just random guys that like to spit absolute nonsense and crack up, have a good time. But we got a few things that we need to discuss with you guys. Here, moving forward for about the next month or so, until November 9th at least, the show's going to be looking a little bit different because I will be stepping away to go work with the Scream Chamber. I'm sure y'all could tell if you've watched or if you've listened to our show enough, you can tell that my voice is about an octave lower. And that's because we've had dress rehearsal, and for some reason, instead of my voice just about being gone completely, it decided to drop an octave on me. So yeah, I'll be stepping away to do that. In the meantime, we'll still be having shows on here, so don't fret. Slater's cooking up some really cool stuff. I'm pretty sure they're going to be doing a few interviews while I'm gone, a few collaborative shows.
Yep.
And if there's any newsworthy things that need to be brought up or anything sports related that they don't want to talk about on the show or something, then be looking at our Facebook account or for us to have post over there, or Slater might have something that's a little bit quick and simple on TikTok that he might discuss there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably the biggest thing to note right here at the end. Also, speaking of the Scream Chamber, I figured I'd give them a little bit of a free advertisement here. This Saturday, from 12 till 10 Eastern Standard Time. So Southern Time is the way I like to say it best. Tennessee time in the Eastern region. We will be having, the Scream Chamber will be holding their kickoff event. And so what that means is that there'll be vendors there. You can check out different cool vendors that they'll have. They'll have, a bunch of foods that you can devour that are really good food options. You'll be able to come in early, do some axe throwing, have a few brewskis. They'll be having, for different ages, they'll have costume contests. 2 different group ages. They'll have for the little kids, and then they'll have for the big kids and adults that want to do it, right? And also they'll be doing a Scream King and Queen contest for different age limits too. So that, and obviously we're gonna have the haunted attraction itself open. So that if you got nothing better else to do on Saturday, come check it out. It's gonna be a really cool time. We'll have fun. You might get to see me, you might not. I don't know. It just depends on whenever I get there. If I get there early, and if you see me, say hi. If you know what I look like, if not, I'm sure you'll hear somebody say my name at some point. I'm sure somebody will yell at me for something that I've done. Other than whenever I'm on the inside, you won't know who I am in there. And that's the good thing. You don't want to know who I am in there. And I don't want to know who you are while I'm in there neither. I don't want to, anyways, that's besides the point. The main thing is just come check us out at some point during the haunt season. That's where I'll be at every weekend here moving forward. And I look forward to seeing y'all if y'all come out. And if you don't, well, shame on you because we're one of the top haunts in the nation.
Yeah, for sure.
So you should definitely come check out one of the top haunts in the nation.
And I'll definitely be coming.
Other than
this
that,
year. I've got to come this year. I've been procrastinating coming for too long. I definitely got to come.
listen, Slayer, worst comes to worst, if you don't come this year, I'll take some time out of my weekend and I'll try to come down and go through it with you. How about that? For the next year.
That's all cool with me, man. But I'm sure I'll come through this year, though, for sure.
Yeah. But other than that, guys, this is, like I said, this is the end of the show. Thanks for kicking it with us.
Yeah.
Guys, I don't know if y'all got anything else y'all want to say. Make sure you like, subscribe,
Yeah.
and
sure.
grab your friend's phone, grab your relative's phone, grab whoever's phone's closest to you. Go like and subscribe us on there. You ain't got to hit that notification bell or anything. Just keep us a little hidden in the background. We're at 89 subscribers right now. Would be awesome to have 90. It'd be awesome if whenever I come back, we're at least 95 subs, if not more.
I'm telling you, by the end of October, we're gonna have at least 100. I'm pushing for it. Because
I hope.
One last thing that I want to bring up that I honestly should have made a slide for is that we will be at Scarefest here in about a month in Kentucky for the second year in a row. So
And shout out to them for having or allowing us to,
for real,
always be able to come out to that.
because last year they told us it was, they was just gonna give us to the 1 year and I was so cool with that. And of course, whenever they started doing media passes for this year, I said, why not try to shoot our shot again? And it was quicker than the last time that they gave us another pass. So they must have been pleased with what we gave them last year. So I'm very thankful for them this year.
Just make sure that y'all freaking post videos of walk-arounds or whatever.
Yeah, I never got the one from Caleb.
Yeah, you did.
Still,
you did. Just on the way.
The ones from Matrosmcon?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sent them to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I sent them to you.
But either way,
just
guys,
double check, guys.
Either way, guys, we will for sure be bringing out some content. Honestly, I'm thinking that we should probably live stream us doing a walkthrough instead of just filming it and posting it.
Yeah, do that.
So we'll probably live stream that, and like I said, like we brought up earlier, we at least got one collab in the works. Horror Green Book. If you guys haven't heard of them, go check them out. We've ever since our first convention, we met up with them, and we met up with him at Horror Hound earlier this year, and he is a fantastic dude. So if you ain't checked him out, go check him out. Honestly, we're going to hope to get some good things working with him. But like Rich said, this is the end of the episode. Like, subscribe, follow us. Heck, if your mom ain't following us on YouTube yet, go subscribe for her. But we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. Anybody else got anything else to say?
Everybody, let's just rejoice on the Super Mario Brothers Galaxy.
Yep, and we'll be talking more about that on the next episode.
Uh-huh.
All right, everybody. We love y'all. We appreciate y'all for sticking around with us. We'll see you on the next episode.
For now.
For now.